The shrimp embargo will restrict supplies of shrimp to the U.S. market, causing a rise in prices for consumers and loss of jobs in our processing industry. The fishermen, though, elsewhere in the world will find alternate markets in Europe and in Asia, so they'll continue to do business. The end result will be that the turtles will get no further protection, and this whole exercise is only going to hurt Americans. Unilateral embargoes are a bad deal in environmental protection because they are imposing one country's standards on other people in the world without knowing whether or not those standards are realistic for the other nations. The real way to accomplish environmental progress is through cooperation, through multilateral conferences and agreements as to definition of a problem and solutions to the problem. Unilateral approaches just don't work. The U.S. shrimp industry has been fully cooperative in protecting the sea turtle populations by use of the turtle excluder devices, but other factors affect these populations as well, such as dredging and beachfront development and predation of eggs. It's time to look at all of the factors and take corrective action when necessary. Don't put all the responsibility on the U.S. shrimp industry. American consumers really love shrimp. It's our #2 seafood item, just trailing canned tuna fish. The embargo and attempts to restrict shrimp farming throughout the world will only hamper our ability to provide shrimp to the American consumer at affordable prices.
One of the main problems in the 21st century is providing food for an exploding population. We can't expect any increased production from the ocean. The advances that we have in shrimp farming, however, do show that we can provide ever-increasing amounts of shrimp in an environmentally sound way or without environmental risk. During the last 10 years, we've spent $35 million to provide a scientific foundation for high-health, genetically improved shrimp and environmentally friendly production systems. We've succeeded. Those systems now are on trial in foreign countries around the world and are working. In developing the shrimp technology package that we have, we've sought to avoid the need for the use of drugs, antibiotics and such. And we have now demonstrated that if you have disease-free shrimp, you have high water quality and excellent food, you do not need antibiotics.
I think some environmentalists, not all obviously, are exaggerating the extent to which shrimp farming has destroyed mangrove areas. If you flew over a shrimp farm and you saw these ponds fringed by mangrove areas, it's very easy to assume that those shrimp ponds were former mangrove areas when in fact they weren't. I think if people re-examine this issue and study this issue, they will find that that shrimp farming is not the major reason why mangroves are being destroyed. That the major reason, in reality, is this migration of landless people into these regions without alternate means of income, and they harvest the trees for fuel wood, for timber, for construction purposes, for many reasons.
to me.
Yeah, obviously over the last 20 years, the industry has been evolving mostly by trial and error. But technology exists today whereby we can solve our problems with disease, we can solve the issues of pollution, we can produce shrimp in an environmentally friendly manner and employ many people in developing countries and produce food for the 21st century.
I see a ray of hope for Kemp's Ridley turtle. If we can continue the level of support and increase the level of protection that we currently have, if we continue to see the fishing industry helping by using turtle excluders to protect the adult females, I think this turtle has a future. I think that it will continue to survive. It's been here 150 million years. Let's try for a few more. In 19 years working at Rancho Nuevo, we saw the turtles drop to a low point in '85 where it looked like we were going to lose the species. Today, it looks like they're coming back as a result, we hope, of our 19 years of work, turtle excluders by the fishing industry, and this year we're really excited that the National Fisheries Institute and fishing industry are helping us to perpetuate this project.
Jib back so at the bottom. This is where your turtle's supposed to escape from. Alright? These things, every time something gets blocked on these bars right here,
There are many different grid TED designs available to the fishermen today. Shrimp fishermen have discovered that TEDs not only exclude sea turtles, but also can exclude unwanted debris from their catch, such as grass, sticks, shell, and sponge. In addition, unwanted catch such as jelly balls, sharks, and rays can also be excluded.
cocktail and your ice. You up?
Anniversary.
Dash line 15.72. Blank blank red.
Look great. 6 weeks. Looking good.
minimize the environmental impacts of marine shrimp farming, the Department of Fisheries has implemented a research and development program on sustainable shrimp farming systems by conducting seawater irrigation projects with the objectives of managing the system of water intake and wastewater treatment for marine shrimp farming. This development will improve the water quality of the shrimp pond's effluents by not decreasing the coastal biodiversity and not causing eutrophication in seawater near the coastline. Thailand is the first country to develop such a system to protect the environment so that the sustainable coastal aquaculture will be possible, which will promote the marine shrimp farming in Thailand. In fact, the mangrove are not suitable for use as shrimp ponds, as they are covered with peat, which is difficult for earthworks. In addition, the soils are highly acidic and would pollute the shrimp ponds. The Department of Fisheries has well realized that the mangrove forests play an important role as marine life sanctuaries. If the mangrove forests are destroyed, the natural nurseries for marine lives will also be damaged.